I thought the Bitcoin price would shake big on the large huge of expiry on Bitcoin option yesterday. Just 1,000 movement and that's it, not so amusing. Back to our topic, the Bitcoin miners are seriously shaking things up nowadays. Just recently, they sold a massive amount of Bitcoin, which worth roughly around $129 million worth in a single day. The huge sell-off pushed their Bitcoin reserves down to the lowest levels since way back in May. It's a kind of these miners doesn't seem match on the optimism for the possible arrival of Bitcoin spot ETF. With the huge dumping of Bitcoin from miners, the price has still been climbing up, reaching to an all-time high of $45,000. It's gone up over 13%, which is interesting to see. Usually when miners sell a ton of Bitcoin, it means there's more supply available, so the price often goes down. But this time Bitcoin's price is holding strong regardless. People are really FOMO at the time. Now, there's a major event coming up for Bitcoin, the halving in April. For those who don't know, it's when the reward miners get for mining new Bitcoin gets cut in half. The ecosystem of Bitcoin needs miners to survive, though their rewards are getting cut half and half over the time. Which for now it's gonna drop from 6.25 BTC to just 3.125 BTC per block mined. Halvings have happened a few times before. What usually happened in the past is, Bitcoin's price often shoots up afterward. Sometimes massively. But since the market cap of crypto is already over $1 trillion, we could hardly see more than X10 pump on the current Bitcoin price based on the halving event. Though, some of the experts analyzing this think that with the halving coming and everything else happening, Bitcoin's price could seriously rocket. They're even talking about it potentially hitting $160,000. Which would be pretty huge compared to the $42,000 it's at today. Next, the total value locked across all the decentralized finance (DeFi) protocols has jumped up to $52 billion recently. This is a level we haven't seen since before the whole FTX collapse back in November 2022. For a little background here, total value locked refers to how much crypto is deposited in DeFi apps. So when TVL goes up, it means more folks are using these platforms. This resurgence is really noteworthy when you consider all the turbulence DeFi has faced since the disasters with FTX, Terra, 3 Arrows, Celsius and others. Those events caused tons of uncertainty around crypto overall. But both decentralized finance and centralized exchanges seem to be recovering now. Since 2023 started, DeFi's TVL has climbed from around $38 billion to the current $52 billion. That's a 36% increase. Of course, TVL numbers move around depending on asset prices. The gains in Bitcoin, Ether, and others have definitely given DeFi a boost lately. But it also shows investors are steadily flowing back in. On the technology side, DeFi made some cool improvements this year too. For example, MakerDAO integrated around $2.5 billion worth of real-world assets like US Treasuries to back its DAI stablecoin. This reduces reliance on centralized stablecoins like USDC, which is awesome for decentralization. Platforms like Lido Finance and Uniswap also launched new protocols and features to increase capital efficiency and liquid staking. So users can earn yields without locking assets, trade tokens, and do other neat stuff. So with funds, investors, and innovations all flowing back into the DeFi space, it makes sense that TVL hit a new high. Exciting to see the resilience and growth after a rocky 2023. Next, there's some buzz going around that the approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs might be closer like most people think. And it's not just wishful thinking by crypto fans. Some folks are saying the big players in crypto are being nudged aside by the second major finance guys to clear the path for spot ETFs. Kinda like a conspiracy theory, but it looks like it's happening for a reason. The idea is that by moving some key crypto figures out of the way, it makes it easier for Bitcoin spot ETFs to get the green light from regulators. This could be a total game changer, letting a flood of new mainstream investors finally get exposure to crypto. Let's look at what's happening. Coinbase just swapped their custody head honcho right during this ETF chatter. Seems like Coinbase is getting its house in order, prepping for whatever's coming next. Then there's Barry Silbert, the bigwig at Grayscale. He stepped down as chairman out of nowhere. Then, an old news, CZ from Binance just decided to resign as CEO. Binance is a giant in crypto exchanges, and so CZ is the internet sensation of crypto. All these moves, new Coinbase custody boss, Barry gone from Grayscale, CZ leaving Binance, are happening just as the crypto world waits on Bitcoin ETF news. Where there's smoke, there's often fire. As they say, the big name stepping aside makes it feel like something huge is brewing. For those of us on the sidelines, it looks like big shifts are coming in crypto land. Is it positive or is it negative to crypto? I will leave you thinking, and that's it for today, and I will see you on another video.